All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we are clearing up some of the most confusing but incredibly important terms in tech right now. AI, machine learning, and deep learning. You hear them everywhere, but using them interchangeably? That's a huge mistake. So today we're going to break down not just what they mean, but exactly how they all fit together.
And to kick things off, let's start with a pretty stark warning from entrepreneur Mark Cuban. This really sets the stage for why this stuff is so crucial right now. I mean, this isn't just about sounding smart, it's about staying relevant in a world that's changing fast. So yeah, you hear these words thrown around everywhere, and people often use them like they mean the same thing, but they don't. They actually have this really specific, nested relationship. Honestly, the best way to picture it is like a set of Russian dolls, where one fits perfectly inside the other.
Okay, so let's dive right in. We're going to start with the biggest, most all-encompassing concept of the three, artificial intelligence. Think of this as the big dream, the grand goal that really started this whole journey.
So AI is basically the giant umbrella. It's the entire field dedicated to that original sci-fi dream of making machines that can think and act like humans. I mean, this is the idea that kicked off way back in the 1950s, and it covers everything, from a computer playing chess to a machine that can actually understand what you're saying.
Now, what's really interesting is that AI isn't just one single thing. It's more like a spectrum of intelligence. We're already living with the first two types you see here, simple reactive machines and the more advanced systems with limited memory. But those last two, theory of mind and true self-awareness, whoa, that's the frontier. That's what we're still chasing.
And a perfect example of this in the real world is something like Amazon's Alexa. That's a limited memory AI, right? It understands your question, it remembers the immediate context of your conversation, and then it gives you an intelligent response. That is the broad dream of AI, and it's sitting right there in your living room.
Okay, so if AI is the big goal, the big dream, how in the world do we actually get there? Well, let's zoom in a bit and look at the next doll in our set, machine learning. And this is key. This isn't the goal itself, but it's an incredibly powerful approach to achieving it.
And this right here, this is the game-changing shift. See, early AI was all about programmers sitting there writing endless lines of if-then rules. It was clunky, it was brittle, and it just couldn't scale. With machine learning, we completely flip the script. We don't give the machine the rules anymore. Instead, we give it a whole bunch of data and let it learn the rules for itself. So how does it actually learn? Let's take an example. Imagine you want to teach a machine to predict housing prices. First, you just feed it a ton of data on past sales. Then the algorithm starts churning through all that data and learns the patterns. It figures out how things like square footage and location affect the price. From there, it builds a model based on all those patterns it found. And then the cool part, it can use that model to predict the price of a brand new house it has never ever seen before.
And believe me, you see this stuff everywhere. It's the exact same process. The thing that helps Netflix recommend your next favorite show, that's the same fundamental idea that helps your bank flag a weird transaction on your credit card. It's all about learning from the past to make these incredibly accurate predictions about what's going to happen next.
Okay, so now we're going to zoom in one final time to the smallest, most powerful Russian doll. This is the cutting-edge engine that's driving so many of today's most advanced systems, deep learning. Think of it like a supercharged, highly specialized version of machine learning. What's so cool about deep learning is that it takes its inspiration directly from our own brains. It uses a structure called an artificial neural network. And the deep part of the name, that literally comes from having many, many layers of these artificial neurons stacked on top of each other. And it's these deep layers that let the machine understand information with just incredible complexity and nuance.
This whole multi-layered process lets the machine learn these amazingly complex patterns, kind of like how our brains work. It makes a guess, then it checks to see if it was right, and if it was wrong, it uses a process called backpropagation to go all the way back through its layers and adjust its own internal connections to make a better guess next time. So it's constantly teaching itself and refining its own understanding.
And this is where you see its real power. Think about identifying the numbers on a license plate from a blurry photo of a moving car. There are just countless variables, right? The lighting, the angle, the motion. A traditional machine learning model would really struggle with that. But a deep neural network, it can see and interpret all that complex visual data with amazing accuracy, almost like a human can.
Okay, so let's pull back and put this all together to see the complete picture. The key thing to remember is that it's not AI versus machine learning versus deep learning. It's a hierarchy.
This table right here is pretty much the ultimate takeaway.
You've got artificial intelligence, the big overall goal, creating smart machines. Amazon's Alexa is a perfect example. Then nested inside that, you have machine learning, which is a key method for achieving AI by learning from data. Think about Netflix recommending your next movie. And finally, inside that, you have deep learning. That's the super advanced technique using those brain-like networks for the really complex stuff like helping a self-driving car identify a pedestrian on the road.
So if you remember anything, remember these 3 levels. 1, the big dream of AI. 2, the learning approach of ML. And 3, the powerful, brain-like engine of deep learning.
And look, knowing this difference isn't just about winning a trivia night. It's really the key to grasping the forces that are driving so much of modern innovation. It gives you the vocabulary you need to actually understand the world that's being built all around us right now.
And that leaves us with one last thought, which circles all the way back to that ultimate, final type of AI we talked about at the beginning. You know, we've created machines that can learn from the past and see the present. So what happens when they become truly self-aware? It's a question that takes us from the purely technical right into the philosophical, leaving us to think about the future that we are actively building, one algorithm at a time.